Lately, when you see Dave Chappelle, you also see comedian Donnell Rawlings near him. He's featured in Chappelle's new documentary, Live in Real Life, and I had a chance to talk to Donnell about this and the thing that's most important to him, fatherhood. Donnell Rawlings in the building on Great Day, Washington. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing exceptionally well, sir. I'm doing good. And anytime I get to come to the DC Improv to celebrate Thanksgiving with my friends and family, it's always a good day. And I feel like we brothers right now, but I got a little gray right here, but I think we could pass as twins,
Oh,
man.
I do too. I just got the dye, man. I got my dye job this morning.
No, but I stay away from that because I don't want to allude to I'm younger than what I am. I get in trouble. So I try to say they got to see the wisdom in that face, and it represents me being ashy because I think I might have the ashiest beard in entertainment.
So look, man, Donnell, tell us how did growing up in D.C. prepare you for this kind of political conversation that people are having around you and Dave Chappelle? Did it get you ready for it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a tough situation because I think that we're getting to a point with comedy where people want their comedians to be one way, have one voice, which I don't think is fair, especially with this art form. Jay-Z mentioned the fact that, sometimes it's harsh, it's kind of brash, but it's art. And I think that people don't want comedians to be comedians. They want them to be activists and everything but what we're supposed to do and make people laugh on the way we look at the world. But growing up in DC, if it prepared me for anything, it was to protect myself. When I grew up, I was skinny. I had a big head. I had ashy elbows. I had ashy ankles. And if you looked the way I looked growing up, you had to be able to roast. You had to be able to protect yourself verbally.
Of course, I wanted to talk about the comedy, and you're a funny guy. We know you as Ashy Larry. But when I saw that documentary, I thought it was almost like it almost felt like Chappelle it was important for him to show that side of you to the world. And the fact you talked about being an older parent and again being a dad, I just think that I just wanted to talk about that because, like you said, you're more than just Ashy Larry.
But it's so funny because me and Dave have been close for years. People think we just have a relationship with the Chappelle Show, but it's one of my closest friends. And when we were doing it, when he did the first edit, he said, Donnell, you're going to be a superstar off of this documentary. And not just on the stand-up side, not just as an actor, but that's what's important to both of us, and that's being a family guy and being there for your kid. I've really I've done a lot of stuff in my career, but this documentary and the fact that I'm an older dad. Like my friends' kids are going to pre-med, and my son is going to preschool. But they call me a dino dad. But I'm gonna tell you, man, it came to me at a later part of my life, and I'm embracing and I'm loving every bit of it. And every time I see that little boy smile, or whenever I see him say, I love you, Daddy, and more importantly, whenever my son says he hates the Dallas Cowboys, and my son hates. We were in a grocery store one day, and a guy had a Dallas Cowboy jersey on, and my son said, Daddy, we can't go that way. We don't like Cowboys. So if I didn't do anything, if I had to brainwash my son to anything, my son is, you call it a football team, they call it a football team. My son is a Redskins fan, and we'll be held to the Redskins forever.
Donnell, we love you, man. Keep up the great work. We're going to see you. You're coming to town. Thank you for giving us some time, man. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for taking the time to let me be on your platform. These shows are going to sell out. Make sure you guys come check it out. And remember, this is my motto. A joke could be too soon, but it never could be too soon for a funny observation.
And his show is going to sell out. He's in town this weekend at the DC Improv, so check it out, hometown.